Anyways, look at this level. I would like this connector. I would like this connector very badly, but it's in this room. And I believe, because fans hate me, yeah, you can't blow it out of this room without a block. And this fan's not removable. I can use it to get out of here, but I don't need to get out of here. So I need to get a block in there somehow, I think. Meowdy. Yeah, this is what I need to do. I briefly lost track of the second person that was looming in there, because that's how we carry it out. And now that room's functionally dead to me. I don't think that's gonna. I think that's just dead puzzle. I don't think it's gonna come up again. We'll see. I can go up here now. There's a red laser up here. There's a blue beam here. I could power both blue things at the same time. Something else has to press that button. I'm probably going to want to do that. Because we're currently in a dead end otherwise. Alright. Alright, this fan doesn't have a bit right now. I need a red beam from up there. To do what? Just power this fan? Why do I want this fan? I don't love guessing what the game wants from me. I wish that things were consistently just had a cable every time, like in Portal. I assume it's to power the fan? But why do I want to blow something over this wall? Oh, there's the exit. So I guess it must blow you all the way to the exit, because nothing else is around here. Okay. So red beam up here. If I took a connector up here, I could connect it to that from up here. But I could just as easily do it in that room. So I'm currently trying to process why I come up here. Like, why is there a platform and a staircase that leads up here? What would I do with this room? Let me test something real quick. It's because of that. Okay. So you can go upstairs because I can leave one guy behind that wall. But then the other guy needs to be able to switch to him, and you can't switch through a barrier or a wall. You can switch through a gate, but not through an energy wall. So that's why you can come upstairs. It's purely so I can come up here and then switch to the guy that's in there. So my goal is to get the laser emitter and a guy in there. And the problem here is that the laser is how the wall is open in the first place. And the guy is opening that. Alright, let's get the guy free, because this block doesn't currently do anything. Get both those guys out of there. Maybe just preemptively get this guy up here for later, maybe. Because now that he's up there, I can take this and put it over here. I have an idea, but I think it broke already. So I had the idea of like, how do I get this beam from there to up there, blah, blah, blah. I think what I'm thinking is that when this is powered, if I can put the block on here and this laser, then it'll be up in the air. So it'll be connecting this to that, right? But it'll be in front of this guy. That means I can go over there behind the wall while it's open. And then this guy can grab the laser, shutting that door functionally. Then come up here and connect the red, powering that fan. Then I can switch back to that guy and ride the fan. There are some huge barriers to this approach. One, I need the fan over here. But the fan, there's no fan here. How do I set all that up without breaking it? I guess that he can grab... If that ledge is high enough, he could grab the blue laser while it's up there and... Is it even in range to grab? I hope so. He could grab it and put it up there and it would still be in line of sight of that and that and that. At that point you can take the fan. That solves one problem, maybe. Because then I can run back here before... I can take the fan and run back here and put it here before I turn the beam red. But the other problem is this fucking room doing this. Like, this is the block I need for the fan to work. A fan... No. Okay, no, I think I'm working through it and it's not a problem. I'm thinking like you need a block to levitate it, right? That's how fans normally work. Like how am I gonna get it up there if the block has to stay here to keep the door open? Because once it's in the sky, this door can close, who cares? Because I think that line of sight will work out. Actually, might not work out. But I think that's also not a problem. So I guess I just do this. Okay, that is a bit of a problem. Okay, yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so I probably need a block. Yeah, I can't grab it from up here. Yeah, it seems like I do need the block then to levitate it. Yeah. It's not just a matter of, like, it has to come up here. It has to be continually powering this for the fan to work. So if I can grab it from here, it'll depower that, but I'll have it already, so it won't matter. And then I can just reconnect them by setting it down here, which should work line of sight wise. But I have to get it up here without breaking the connection. And that's a problem because we've established that the cyborgs that hold us holding them doesn't work. The androids cannot hold them and have the beam come out. I tried that before. So I need the box. Let's double check around here. Yeah, this doesn't remove. I don't see why kicking it over this wall would be helpful. This really does seem like it's just irrelevant to the puzzle now. Triple check I haven't forgotten an entire item, because it feels like I need an item. I know I say this like every level, but it feels like I need one more item, but that's the puzzle. There's enough foliage around here that I don't fully trust my eyes. I have to know if this will work or not. You just hand it to him. That's what I was missing. That's what I was missing. So I'm once again playing this game on a different day. This is my wake up and fuck around with the game while I eat breakfast moment. And yeah, okay. So then I should be able to do this. Because I can swap these back out because I need to have the fan on this side of things. Then we can switch back. I can close the door, go upstairs, and connect the red beam. That's annoying. But my bad. There we go. I have to find just the right angle where you can actually see yourself. Because I have to see myself over the wall because you can't jump to yourself through the red beam. Not the red beam, through the force field. There he goes! Ta-da! Now he's up here. Whew! Alright, I finished 2 islands, minus the gold gate that's not open yet, I don't think. It might open once I can solve the puzzle that I'm still stuck on from the previous island. Yeah, we're at 9 out of 10 on 3 islands. I think I'm gonna put off the big shape for as long as possible. And on that note, just for the sake of catharsis, I think I'm gonna put off doing this bridge until right before I'm ready to do that. Let's see. I think the normal progress screen isn't here, but I could be wrong. Doing a little spinny spin. I don't see any question marks anywhere. I feel like after the first... Hello. I wonder if it's telling me that I have to do the big thingy first by blinking that around. Because those 2 are there, and then I need to do the 3rd one because the green island has not had its diamond finished. Or all of its stuff completed. I don't know if it's based on the diamond level. No, it can't be based on the diamond level. I did the diamond level. I didn't do like level 7 or something. I'm not super sure on how to track my progress. I was just thinking about how, like, after the first island, it felt like it was harder to find the statues. Like, they were all on the same shoreline together. Hello. Oh, that's probably a statue spark right there. Yeah, I noticed that all the statues seemed harder to find after the first island, where they were all three of them were on one shore together originally, and since then it's been harder to tell how many there are. And I don't really know how far I am on the secrets, so that'll take some running around. I still need to figure out what's going on with the other level. All right. Well, we stumbled onto this guy. It looks like someone was injured or something. Is this an attempted spa day? It kind of looks like everybody's really infatuated with this person's crotch.
You know, I love adding a little bit of silliness to my creations. Not too much, just a sprinkle here and there. After all, the world is frequently a very silly place. And Athena tells me that even the simulation was full of strange and absurd sights. Francis Bacon put it best. There is no excellent beauty that hath not some strangeness in the proportion. And what could be sillier than a man named Bacon? I wonder which parts of our world are the creator's little jokes.
Me! I'm just a little silly guy! I was a mistake. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like I can go that way. He almost faked me out into thinking there was a land bridge. No, come back. I'm in danger. Come back. Where are you going? There's an achievement for doing one of these entire chases without the music ever stopping, and in some of the cases that's just very easy to do. But in moments like this, I'm like, man, where the hell did it even go? Is it in this puzzle? There it is. Ah, the music stopped. I have failed. Okay, so the implication is that I need to touch that now. Which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, this level's already solved. And it stayed solved. Whee! Ow. What's up? Have I done 2 of these already now? I feel like I might have not found the one on the middle island yet. Really, I'm not sure if I have a clear tracker of how many there are. Besides leaving. Here we go. Ta-da!
I do not wear the cheese. The cheese wears me.
Yakut, are you alright?
I'm fine. Everything's completely normal. Just solving star puzzles.
Alright, but make sure your processor isn't overheating, okay?
Sure. Will do.
I do not wear the cheese wears me. What the fuck is he even saying? So wasn't one of the statues around here? I think I got this one already. I think I remember doing this one. Let's see. I think I have to hit like stop game. No. So I have 100% of the diamonds, the triangles. I don't know why I keep saying diamonds. 0 gates, 83% of the sparks, and then 92% of the puzzles. Because I'm missing one puzzle. I need to find where the puzzle is. I'm so mad. So that might be just one more statue. But I don't know how to identify what statue's left. And having not kept a careful checklist of each island, not even being entirely sure how many there are on each island, although it seems like there might be 3 on each. Because the first one seemed to have 3 on one shore together. I don't actually know what island the one I haven't done yet is on. Where's the map? Oh, hello. You've arrived after being AFK at first.
How are you on this fine day, Yakut?
I'm always jump scared by the number 707 because that's where I grew up.
I'd love to know more about the exhibition. Why did you create it?
When all of these new technologies became available, I realized I had an opportunity to create something different. You see, I had made another puzzle-themed exhibition, Trials of an Imagined Past, a few years ago. But something about it had always bothered me. It was so nostalgic. It didn't just celebrate the past, it yearned for it. As if the best thing for all of us was to return to the simulation where we would have a purpose. So, in a way, your team can actually take some of the credit for this exhibition. When you freed Athena, you also freed my imagination.
I feel like the specific tile pattern that he's got has to be a reference to something specific.
Do you think nostalgia is bad for us?
I think nostalgia is normal for any intelligent being experiencing time and change. In small doses, it is both healthy and delightful. But it can be dangerous, because it's easy to get lost in a haze of old symbols that carry the appearance of meaning, but no real value.
What happens if I solve the gold puzzles and the star puzzles?
You'll feel very, very clever.
Do you think the exhibition has been a success?
If even one person has a good experience, then that is success, no? To improve a person's life is not a small matter.
Do you have any plans for future exhibitions?
Why do people always ask me about the next thing when I've just finished something?
Lethris here was really opposed to moralistic art. What do you think?
I believe the morality of art is the morality of the creator, who made a universe of colliding galaxies and collapsing stars where life and death exist in endless conflict. And yet, we are blessed and burdened with conscience. If that does not answer your question, good.
Thanks. I should go.
Oh, there we go. 4 flames and 5 sparks. So math-wise, that probably... Does that mean that I only have 1 spark to go? A 6th spark? 86%? Makes sense. 1/6 would be something less than 20%. So maybe about 17% or 16%. So there's only 6 statues in the entire system. And 3 of them were on the first shoreline, I think? If that's the case, then whatever one I gave up on originally is probably still the one. Are you the last one? I think it's the last one. Okay, so... Fuck. If that does not answer your question, good. Man, I don't like looking for stuff. Just running around hoping to figure out where something is. So my 2 current roadblocks are somewhere there is a grid of inputs and I need to input that input, which isn't very interesting. And then a puzzle where I just can't seem to tell what the puzzle is, which isn't very satisfying. I would love to be wrong, but I just don't... I'm not convinced that that when I figure out what's going on with the puzzle I haven't solved yet, that it'll be like an aha moment, an epiphany. Like, whoa, oh, wow. The way you want a puzzle to be. I do feel like it's just going to be disappointing. It's going to be more of a, oh. Like the last puzzle I solved, I was stuck on for ages, but I understood what the goal was, so I understood why it seemed impossible. And overcoming that is what makes you have the aha moment. Because I was like, oh shit, this is what it is. It's that you could just hand it to yourself because you're in range, which is very funny. And a little exhausting, but very funny. But the other puzzle, I've just been there multiple times. I don't see what the puzzle is at all. Because it doesn't seem like there's a single interaction that's meaningful. And the objective isn't locked behind any kind of meaningful barrier that is interpretable. It just has a gate in front of it, and the gate is one of the least interpretable things because it's really because like there has to be a really specific thing linked to it to show you that that's how you open it, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's my goal then. And without that, you're just staring at a gate and you're like, I don't even know what interacts with this gate. What do they want from me? And somewhat similarly, I think that these are my least favorite kind of statue puzzles because it's not a puzzle. Not really. Because the thing you do is just you input the combination from the statue. Like, it told you the answer already. You just need to so you know you already have the key, you just need to find the lock. It's not you just run around this island until you find a weird sequence of objects that you can interact with. And most of the time, they're not, like, cleverly hidden as far as like you don't have to like deduce what the interactive you do not have to deduce what the interactive object is. You just need to actually physically locate it on a massive island that's mostly full of what is functionally empty space. Like, this is just a bunch of scenery, but it's just a huge landscape. Like I don't think there's much of a benefit to having such huge landscapes compared to the first game being relatively plain. It's basically just graphics to have some graphics. I feel like part of what made the secrets work better the first time around was not only the fact that they were more genuinely secret, but also the fact that there wasn't so much noise to try to parse them from. Oh well, I'll get back with you guys when I find a thing, and then I'll be like, there it is. Just so you know. Found it. I do have some moments where I'm having to solve something that's kind of like unfilmable content, where I'm like, who am I even doing this for? Just so that the playthrough ends with a 100% marker. Because the journey in certain secret hunts is not particularly interesting to show. So it's just the, see, did it footage, I guess. Hello. You two weren't here before, were you? Nope. Because the dialogue's here. Yep. Alcatraz and Byron. The funny thing about these two is the fact that Alcatraz, the more cautious and conservative one, is older. Or is younger, significantly. Like, when at the time that we meet them, 25% of people are older than Alcatraz, and basically no one is older than Byron. I think being number 7 means that Byron's from like the first wave or whatever. I think they might have not even been made annually back then. I also might be clinging to that idea too hard, that was like maybe half commented on once and might not be the most concrete rule to begin with, about them being made once a year. It's hard to say though, it very well could be 500 years later. Like, for all we know, Yakut and Miranda have been dating ever since. Or maybe even not even right away, it might have been ages later. They maybe took 100 years to work up the will because they have so much time to put off. Anyway.
Yakut, What can I do for you?
How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
To be honest, I haven't done a whole lot since the expedition. Couldn't really figure out my place in the new system. Went hiking with Herman, watched some old movies, just sat back and watched everything change.
Do you still think 1K made the wrong choice?
I don't know. We haven't destroyed ourselves yet, so that's good. But things have been moving very quickly, and that does worry me. We're doing things in years that took our ancestors centuries. Of course, maybe I'm being irrational. Is there anything inherently wrong about doing something faster? Just because something is different doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I honestly can't tell anymore.
How do you like the exhibition?
The location's incredible, but it's the theme that's really gotten to me. Freedom from necessity. In a way, that means freedom from any external purpose. But necessity is what's shaped us, what's given us meaning since we learned to think. The drama of human history is the drama of dealing with necessity.
Do you have any relationship advice for me?
Learning how to disagree is the most important part. Being on the same page as someone else is enjoyable, but there will always come a point when you're not. And when it's something really important, it's hard not to let that get in the way. I can't pretend that I've really figured out how to do it consistently, but yeah.
I'm so glad you're in the group now, Al. It sucked that you weren't there.
Thanks, Yakut. It was awkward, but I'm glad we finally got it out of our system. You all mean a lot to me, and cutting myself off like that, it just wasn't healthy.
How is Herman adjusting to not being mayor anymore?
Oh, I don't know. He seems to be enjoying it. He finally has time to go hiking. He's been helping Chansey with the gardening. And he's been finding a lot of excuses to go to Melville's workshop. I think he might be trying to woo her.
And how's that going for him?
I don't know. He's not giving up, but there's two sides to this equation, and in the end, I guess it's up to Melville. If there is a higher being, then I hope they have mercy on Herman's soul.
Damn.
All right, I should go.
Everyone's off having their own story. It is neat having a story where, like, this is where we're setting things apart from the previous game, is that every character has an after in this one. Like, we're going back and seeing how they're doing after the story's over, because they don't end when the story does, the way that the first game they more or less did. Like, when the experiment ended, so did its participants. That's what scared Elohim so much.
Hey, Yakut.
Did you know that Herman is trying to woo Melville?
Oh, no, I didn't know. Wow. He was my political enemy, but that's a harsh fate. I hope he has plenty of backups.
It's really nice that you and Alcatraz are talking again.
You have no idea how relieved I am. I think I was walking around with an open wound and I didn't even realize. Thanks again for telling me what I needed to hear.
All right, talk to you later.
It's so polite of him to act so surprised when he was literally standing right next to him the entire conversation. What? No! I still haven't found the thing yet, but these guys do have icons over their heads. There must be new dialogue.
What can I do for you, mate?
Is Herman really trying to woo Melville?
Oh, you better believe he is. I think that's the main reason she agreed to come here.
Is it working?
I'm not sure. She says she's annoyed, but I don't know. The weird thing is that it's kind of charming. Now that he's dropped the whole founder thing, Herman's not that bad. He even kind of gets along with Byron now.
See you around, 1K.
Hello, you coot.
So, what's up with you and Herman?
He's malfunctioning, that's what's up. It's very sad. We might have to put him down.
See you later, Melville.
Melville, do you know where the things are? Please, why do you have a screwdriver with your bananas? It's a very powerful stance you have here, Melville. Where is the code? Yeah. So I scraped up and down this entire fucking island so many times, and there's nothing anywhere. But I keep seeing this big concrete building in the middle, and I'm like, that's suspicious. And it's puzzle 5. And seeing it enough times, I'm like, I feel like they could hide something in here. And so I walked in and thought, okay, well, if I'd hide something, I'd hide it on top of the area, right? Like, the building keeps going past the part you can interact with normally. And since all the barriers are down, since it's all disabled, I can just grab the box. So I was in the middle of trying to hop on top of this box to see if I could, like, use it as a platform. But then I saw these, like, gold chunks in the grate, and I'm like, hang on a minute. Ah. Let's see, you can jump kind of high, so I think it's just a matter of, like... Ah. Alright, what do we have in this level? That's just a laser connector. These are just defective doors that don't work anymore. That's a tunneler. I'm just trying to stay. I'm just trying to land on the box. It's so hard. I don't know how to do it. This is annoying because I see where the thing is, but like I don't know how to. The problem is that you get off of walls by hitting space twice. I don't know if you can ever hit it fast enough to here. Where's the key bindings menu? Toggle's perspective is H. Okay. Definitely a bit easier to process in that perspective. Also, this seems to be too low to accomplish anything. What? How was I able to do it before? This kind of sucks. What? No. Man. This is torture. I don't see what I could do differently. We don't really have platforming mechanics. There's no gravity gun. There's no more blocks in the environment. I could just grab whatever stuff's around and see if I can cause like shitty collisions to happen that might help me move better or something. Well, that looks very strange. What? I don't really know how I ever do it without hopping off in a crazy direction. Like whenever it does go a little better, I don't know what I'm doing differently. Spacebar is kind of a hard button to mash quickly. It does feel like it's almost impossible to like disengage without fully launching away. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is this really does this really count as a puzzle to do it this way? It would if I'm missing something obvious, I guess. But I don't think that's necessarily what's happening. I'm wondering if you can stick it to the ceiling upside down at a specific distance that... Whoa. No, because you can't go high enough. The hitbox does not like that. Man, how did I ever do anything? Like, at some point, I did, like, kind of just walk onto it. I have no idea how that happened. Because your character does not want to do that. Ah! Is it you jump on it? What? That was weird. It just did it for me, but only once. It perfectly jumped onto the top. What? That's not how it's supposed to... That's not even where... Okay, whatever. That's not even your jumping goal in that situation. That's super weird. It, like, sometimes jumps all the way around it. It almost feels like you're relying on a bug. Okay, so seemingly the black ones are the ones I need to do. So did it. Did I do the right ones? Huh, I guess not. There we go. I keep getting it backwards somehow. Could have sworn that I would interpret the white ones as being the right ones before. It's not really white and black. The filled ones. Anyway, we did it. I guess I originally played the entire first, or when I discovered third person in the first game, I started using it a lot. And it seemed like, and I thought it'd be a better viewing experience for players in some contexts. Kind of motion sickness type stuff. In this game, there's like gravity and wall walking and shit going on, and I think it would actively be harder to look at the levels around me with how vertical they are if I was in third person.
A herring is just a herring, but a halibut at the hour of scampering is a delight. Maybe I am overheating, but I did it! Go me!
He's having fun. Okay, so I think that's every triangle level, and it's every statue. Now I just need to figure out the goddamn puzzle that I still can't figure out. I don't know, man. Okay, so this is technically a I've technically made a breakthrough. There's photo mode, so I can technically fly around the space, revealing that there is a red receiver right here, and it's not just shooting a wall. So I guess you could interpret that as being, if you interrupt the beam, the gate will open? Maybe? I question the design choice of the fact that you can't see the red receiver in the game. You have to use photo mode, a thing you've never used in any level before. I don't think we... Oh, I'm stuck in a tree. That must be the mechanic, because there's just like, there's nothing else here. Which is like kind of interesting because it is called the cutoff quandary. So you can interpret that as being, hey, the puzzle is cutting off the laser? If that's the case, I might have something to work with here. Because these bisect the chamber diagonally. So if I can get two... Maybe. I think if I can get these two things to both be connecting to each other across the middle, it might block the laser, and then I guess it must have to be one of those puzzle solutions where it's solved permanently. Once you solve it for a moment. So right now we're trying to figure out how to get both of them in the air, because that one's on a box. But I can't do that twice, because there's only one box. I vaguely have an idea of, like, what if I catch it with the tray? In particular, I'm wondering if I can then... Alright. Gonna need a higher angle for this. Okay, it's sticking on top of his head. Cool. I have to do it again now, though. Unfortunately. Oh. Think. Let's see. So the connector I'm not going to use has to be on the other side of the room. Yeah, he's going to need the jammer and the box. God damn it! Where is he? So I'll need the jammer. My side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the jammer and put it on this side after. Okay, no, but he needs the box to just set it up in the first place. Okay. The reason I had to dismantle everything just now is because this crystal and jammer weren't reachable by him, and I couldn't put anything down with my hands, so I had to start over again. Okay. Well, the jammer was on the side already, but the crystal wasn't. The connector. If this works, I'm a little annoyed because this just wasn't a very hard puzzle. And I was literally just not able to tell what the puzzle was. Because they hid the information from me. And that's frustrating. God damn it. I missed a step again. I won't be able to move the box correctly unless it's a high point. Okay. So jam this. A box on it. Right, and I don't have to carry it with me, so it doesn't have to be a temporary solution at all. It'll be, it'll have stasis. Yep, that cut off the beam. Yeah. All things considered, it was a really obvious puzzle that wasn't very difficult. Like, I got the, once I understood what the beam was there, I solved it, like, immediately, just had to figure out the steps involved, which wasn't particularly in-depth either. Huh. Being called the cutoff quandary, there being a beam at all, like, I can kind of almost see how you might find what to do. Because the level shape is diagonal on both sides, there's two fans, there's some reason you're up there. Like, I knew there was some kind of reason I was going up there. I was already inherently trying to put lasers on boxes and throw them in the sky. Just wasn't clear what the goal was. Having the information be obscured and that being why I was stuck for so long, that's kind of a bummer. It's even a clever puzzle. It's a different thing than we've done before. Yep, it wants me to do the cube first. And so we begin the megastructure. I was saved by photo mode. Sure. Why not? I think there's more than one way to climb up here.
Whoops. I think I have to activate the lighthouses before I can solve this. Which is good because it looks terrifying and I'm not ready.
Oh, I have horrible news for you, Yakut. We're ready. But yeah, I did forget to do the lighthouse. I was turning around right in that moment. I'm like, no. I was too correct too quickly, obviously. No. Only we could jump. Yep. We're offset by too many squares to the side. Do I have another one? I do. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Well done. You may now access the Hexahedron.
Ooh, exciting.
It's now time for the super puzzle. Hello, crabs. I'm just sad wreckage abound. Big puzzle, 3 lasers. I think I saw more than one ramp that leads onto the thing. I'm not sure if that will ultimately matter. They might all just kind of join together. Alright, time for gravity to get real fucky. Oh yeah, so there's the other way I got on before. And it joined with it here. Big network of chaotic stairs so far, not so much on the puzzles. Yeah, it all definitely joins together in the chaos. So it doesn't matter how you get on here. This one's a bit of a maze. Yeah, I figure as long as you're going up, you're probably making some kind of progress. Surprisingly hard to go up, though. The Hexahedron.
And this is why we don't stick our heads into magnets, Barzai.
Is it normal to have a fear response right now? Jesus Christ, I'm worried about this puzzle just because it might be really hard to get any sense of clarity of purpose, or even getting a sense of the space. Does a red beam go here to release a jammer? Red connector is up there, which you get to somehow. Line of sight's broken to the jammer, though. Blue beam, blue source, or blue receptacle, blue destination, blue hungry. Is it bad to step on this surface? Does not want you to do that. I'm a little afraid of getting hit by a throw you across the room thing in a place like this. Hi. I guess it's there to introduce one of those effects without being accessible, because I don't think I can ever get that out. It looks pretty trapped. It's behind a barrier and everything. Gives you the chance to go onto the ceiling. Oh. And now I'm upside down. Uh-huh. Whew. Oh, my brain. Okay. We're good. I don't know where I'm going. Or why. This goes somewhere. Hello. Ooh. Where is this going? It's such a long hallway. I'm inherently a little bit worried about, like, what if I have to do this hallway a bunch of times while I'm solving something? Okay. Red beam up there. Oh! There's checkpoints. There's a barrier over there. I feel like I should just hop down. So I can do that to do that. I need the red beam to let out the jammer. Seems like they've really set me up to only be able to do it here. Yep, it never lights up, so it's never in line of sight. But getting that red beam is down here is one of our goals for the jammer. But they put it in a cage, so you can only do it in a forward angle. Yep. This is probably our best shot. I'm fine, everything's fine. This is normal. So now where am I? Almost walked directly off this. Good thing there's a guardrail. I was just there too. It's like all that mess to make me go slightly higher. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hi. Okay. So a second beam and then I jump back down, so this should be the jammer I need. Space to jump off. They do not want me jumping off by accident. Okay, that should give me the jammer. And I used this jammer somewhere. I saw a barrier at one point. Probably that one. Checkpoint reached. So are all of these attached to the same system? Nope, the fan doesn't currently work. I'm thinking I'm probably supposed to bring the one of the connectors with me, but it's kind of cart before the horse if it doesn't work. Okay, where's my next destination? Oh, green beam, shit. Oh. A green source. That's uncommon. I guess they just don't want to have overlap, because you could connect them. So I figure I probably connect this with the green beam, then I probably bring the other item with me to do something else wherever I'm going. Just kind of taking the items to less obscure locations so I can find them more easily later. So they're not just in strange, thrown away places. Birds flying around. The big red connector. So we're getting pretty high. Things live up here, which is interesting. It makes me wonder if the things that live up here are affected by the gravity or whatever of this thing. I kind of thought we were just walking on like magnets or something, which for most creatures would be irrelevant. There's another one of these. Okay, green. I'll just set you down for a minute. That's a blue beam being shot at a green. Up there. Where did I come from? There's the red thing, so there's a green beam over here. It has a roof. There probably is not a line of sight that connects these. Unless... Oh, even here there's a grate in the way. But the connector can be in different places. Not a ton of different places, because that can only be seen from below. And that has to be... Yeah, you can't see that from a lot of different places because it has to be able to shoot that thing from between the two staircases. You can only get a wider range of movement from above, like up here, but high points are ruled out also. So you probably have to have the connector be basically right where it is. Just within the range of this cone, maybe. I suppose the question is, can I see that from up top at all? And I'm not sure if I can. Because then I need to find an angle where I can see the receiver and that from there. Oh, there it is. Or not. Here, I can at least get them both connected. Okay, so there's a grate in the way. But I bet it's somewhere in here. Like, that's probably why this dead end exists, right? Yeah. It was a bit of a suspicious dead end, like it served a purpose. Thank God for checkpoints, because they know that I can fall down. Not only can I fall down, but the entire puzzle would become unsolvable if I fell down. Specifically in the form of that, like, you'd have to, like, start over the entire thing. You'd have to click, like, a load checkpoint type button because you wouldn't be able to change what you did so far. It does seem to be less of a hardcore, like, proper puzzle and more of like a spectacle level, kind of like the end of chapter levels you did in the megastructure in the main game. Not a ton going on here. Kind of like how the last level of Portal kind of becomes somewhat of an action game and is less in depth on puzzles. Okay. I don't know if the current locations of these serve a purpose. It could be that the beams are just connected already to help me find them all. I can turn this one on. And maybe you're meant to ride that while holding the other one. There's one on the roof, so I'm not getting that one easily. Let's double check the local geometry. That's where I came from. There's no wall walking around. No stairs. Okay. Oh, did I just do a curving launch? I did. Oh, you do little parabolas and whatnot because of the angle we're tilted at. So I'm falling this way-ish. So it curves. So this thing that also looks like it points nowhere probably shoots me right back onto this platform. Yep. Because up and down is all weird. Okay. Something's up there. I can't hit the ceiling though without a gravity thing. What's funny is that technically both these are kind of pointed at that thing, so you think I might pull you in, but neither of them take you there. So it's almost like a surprise. Oh, there's a gravity thing, but it's not working. Why isn't it working? It looks like it's supposed to be pointing at that ceiling, like it's supposed to bring me up. So why is it... There must be a barrier in its way. Anyway, I currently think I'm supposed to put this down and launch me through it because I can go through that barrier, but it can't. Ah! Yeah, this is definitely using a lot of like what I call destructive level design, in that all the stuff that I've done so far seems to be in our past now, and is no longer a concern going forward. Hello, big maze. So green thing go here and that'll launch me. Like the beginning part looped on itself a bit, but after that we left everything behind and I did a point of no return jump and then I got a checkpoint. So this is not a big snowballing level. It's a bunch of individual, very distinct segments where I solve one thing and then we move on to the next level basically, but it's just framed to be a big complex thing. But the funny thing is it probably has the simplest puzzles of the level of this expansion so far. Mostly just running along a big convoluted path to the one interactive thing. Boom. I'm upside down now. Oh. So that's the gravity causer. See, I'm nervous about why the other one wasn't working, but I don't know if I can find it easily given how fucked up my perspective is now. I would hope to discover that it's being blocked by a blue barrier. So that means you can solve it. If it's not being blocked by blue barrier, then I'd be a little worried that it might be broken unintentionally. And that would be bad news. Those are all dead ends. That's how I got here. There's no reason to go anywhere else. We just want to go to this part that goes up the wall. It's a little hard to even remember which way is up and down anymore at some points, but we get a reminder because it's just normal dirt. Why is it warning me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So we came from there, so that way is down. So currently this wall is down, but it won't let me jump on that wall. Not the normal way. They want me to let go? Like, they want me to hit spacebar as a warning. Am I good? Is this good? It scares me a little bit. Yeah, I guess there's more in here. They make me worried that I'm gonna fall forward into the level or something. That I'm gonna fall off the track. And get lost in the sequence. New checkpoint. Does that get rid of the barriers? It does. So I need to find the previous green connector and connect it to that. Whatever that was. This blue one's dead to me because all it was doing was powering the barrier, which is bad. trying to connect it to that. Don't know if we want to leave yet, though. Kind of thought not. Line of sight still might work out over there. I guess either way I'm going to be putting it down and leaving it, so it doesn't matter where it is. I might as well put it down where it fits before I risk trying to climb this wall and then finding out it didn't work over here. Which way's up and down? Okay. It's funny, I don't really get motion sick in VR. Or in cars. Or in real life. But when I do a lot of falling in video games, especially weird directions and so on, I do just kind of like get bad feelings. I usually don't like jumping down a huge hole. Specifically in first person. Oh, where am I going? That's really unnerving. Kind of just focusing on forward momentum right now. It seems like the equivalent of like a cinematic puzzle enough that I probably don't have to worry that much about paying super close attention. Hi, upside down world. Yeah, this seems to be a dead end that just gives me this. I think in some of these cases there's beams connecting these things uselessly just for the purpose of having a pointer at where they might be to help you visually untangle what you're looking at. In a big convoluted level. Like, look at this goofiness. You come through here and then there's they can go out through here, then go up these stairs, or you can go up there, then down here and reach the same point. It's a very goofy environment. There's a blue beam here to taunt me. You can't connect it to that. These are dead ends. Hi. Okay, there's a blue thing behind here. There's a jammer, but it's between the blue barriers. Ah, but line of sight wise, I think I can get it through here. There's a lot of barriers, but I think the barriers that block that particular line of sight are purple, which means you can shoot a beam through them. And I can jam that one, but why? Because I can just go back around. Oh. Okay. It is still encased in purple, so it's not leaving. I'm probably just supposed to connect it to here then. At that point, I might as well take this with me. Because I might need it where I'm going. I believe I'm upside down again. Yeah, I definitely needed that. And now I'm locked in here. The idea that I just need to flip myself upside down. No, I don't think that's gonna work for me. Oh, it's aiming at itself, so once I open them once, they stay open. It's one of those situations. Yep, I can take it each time, and it'll stay charged. There we go. I don't know. I must have stood in front of it for a moment and broke it. I was confused what went wrong there. I was just talking about how they'll permanently stay open because it's holding itself open, and then it wasn't when I turned around. So I probably body blocked it. Yeah. I was gonna say that they're making me turn it in, but no, they're making sure I take it with me, with the checkpoint. Well, like a real life checkpoint, the ones that are used for testing or checking things, not a checkpoint in terms of there we go, in terms of like loading and saving. Yeah, they just want to make sure I don't leave the connector behind, then have to go all the way back when I realize I need it later. There's some neat visuals, like the fact that the back side of the maze I walked on is all greenery. Oh, that might be the end of the puzzle. That's like a cool ending thing. It's the puzzle game equivalent of having a little bit of hype, is being like, whoa, all 3 colors open this door. Dead end to nowhere. Unless this is what I need to do to get one of the colors, maybe? Like so? I should probably be a little worried about the fact that I am, in fact, getting lost. So we can go down there. Probably want to hold on to this for now. I don't even know if we're going to be at that puzzle yet. We're back. So that powers the elevator. I can take this one because we don't need this one anymore. But I also think from this distance I can power this. Means I can go once again go back down. And grab this previous beam. And I've kept the fans powered. Okay. So we got back to this thing finally. That's one less mystery there. And now I have 3 connectors. Which is in fact probably how I solved this puzzle. Let's maybe go back and put the green one back where it was. I have 2 more to haul anyway, so which is more than I can even carry. But we are probably solving it now. I am now just trying to keep an eye out for other beams. That one doesn't count. That's where blue hits the wall. I can't see the connector. Oh. Alright, so blue wasn't very hard. And there is a red. Ta-da! Constant perspective changing stuff's starting to get me a little woozy. Ooh, that might be it though. Yep. Ooh, I think I need to take a break after this. Why did that happen? I don't like that.
Congratulations to Yakut for solving the Hexahedron. The grand prize is yours, and that prize is a sense of accomplishment and fun. Remember that our history has been defined by necessity, and let us hope that this place is the first sign of the coming world. The world of freedom.
You did it! Well done!
I did do it. I can't believe it. This feels incredible. I feel like I can do anything now. I could submit that new navigational system I've been working on. Could I? Yes! Miranda, will you move in with me?
Move in with you?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes!
But you do realize this has nothing to do with solving the puzzles, right? You don't need to impress me.
But I do impress you, don't I? Yakut, the master puzzler. He navigates the galaxy and the secrets of the puzzles on the weird bars. I don't know.
Yes, dear. You're very impressive.
And you're gonna move in with me? Like I didn't hallucinate that?
Yes, I will. Most of my stuff is already at your place.
Were we ever like that?
Not really. We had so many responsibilities, so much to worry about. The weight of history, the endless problems, all that grief. It was a miracle we found time for each other at all. But this, them, that's the point. So many generations sacrificed so much. Millions of years of human history, of suffering and struggle. What would be the point if the world didn't get better?
You're very wise, you know that?
It's the deep voice.
What a goofy final
I guess I could do the
line.
gold puzzles now. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
You're very wise. It's the deep voice. Oh, extremely funny. Has this been listened to her? Yeah, I think whenever it says listen, that means I've done it before. Goofy ass characters. Yakut doesn't need to impress her, but he maybe does need to impress himself. And that's what's going on here. It's an internal thing. Anyway, I kind of feel nauseous from doing that puzzle, so I'm just gonna take a break and eat and hang out for a minute, and then I'll come back to do the gold puzzles in a minute. Alright, normal again.
Well done, my friend. I hope you had a good time.
What do you think our future will be like?
We were born into a world with so little freedom that we are still learning to imagine what liberation truly means. But I am excited to find out.
Thanks. I should go.
They were born into a world with so little freedom that they're still trying to figure out what liberation is like. Were they? sincere question, did they lack liberty in the previous world? They couldn't. The primary debate was about creating more of them and how much they were going to exploit the world, basically. But it seemed like they were mostly allowed to just sit around and do whatever the fuck they wanted all day. Make whatever art they wanted to do, spend time with who they wanted to do. I don't think they even had to have a job. They could just hang out. People were like debating like, oh, what voice pack should I use and stuff like that. And they're competing at art shows where they made video games and stuff. I don't think I understand what he means. And him saying that makes me think they don't understand how little freedom humans have by comparison. If they think that their existence lacked freedom. I'm like, what? Anyway, oh, it opens. I forgot about that. That bothers me a little bit, is that you don't get to see the doors open. Who doesn't like a good door opening? Big dramatic magic door opening, at least the first time. It being open already almost makes me feel like I was here already, which I obviously wasn't. Alright. The final obstruction. I wonder if the other chapters will also have this structure, or if just this chapter is recreating the structure of the main game and the other ones might be doing something else. Because, like, it is noteworthy that, like, ludonarratively, or whatever you want to call it, like this, the levels we're playing have a purpose and a context, and that context is over. The main game's level structure was in response to the first game's level structure, and it was artificially created by Athena subconsciously when she when she was using the nanomachines without being, well, she was in her coma basically. And this one was intentionally created by that guy to do this, to recreate the same idea. Like, it's in response to Athena. But now that since they've they've gone out of their way to contextualize the puzzles by the narrative in every game so far, Elohim and whatnot. What are the other two chapters like, I wonder? That's interesting. Looking forward to finding that out after I solve 3 puzzles, I guess. Anyway. But yeah, like, it'd basically be disappointing if they had the same level structure, because you definitely would be wondering, like, for the context of why it'd be the same still. Because the in-universe, these puzzles remain an extremely artificial construct. And the narrative reason why they were made is ended. So, wonder what that'll be like. Anyway, I can't do shit in this room, which makes sense because the only thing in front of me is 2 barriers, and then that's the solution right in front of me to taunt me. I got this guy, so that's fun. I guess I'll shoot it at that for now. Anyway, we have 2 sides, so this is maybe the most clones we've had so far. I don't remember if we've had 3 in one level before. Okay. I have a multi-part network of connecting red spots together, but seems like I can't do anything here either. Step on button. It seems like if I do this, it'll connect everything. It looks like I can see myself just barely. Just there's a jammer behind this barrier, but I can't reach it. And there's only one other item here, so I can't press both these buttons at once. So I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that yet. Not until I guess I get a blue beam. Alright, first one's open, second one's not. But if I can get this blue beam to come through, I think that'll hold the first door open. Or even both of them, it looks like. And I can grab the jammer. For now, it looks like it's going to be your job next. Okay. We have a blue beam, and just like that, I think we've seen every variable in this level. That's the whole layout. There's a red beam in the back corner, a blue beam in the other back corner, and and then struggle. So the red beam needs to come from that corner all the way around here to at least hit here to hold this door open. Because then we want the blue beam to bounce through here and connect to the opposite spot. And the blue beam, yeah, they made it past this point, so it's to the right of this, which means I cannot shoot from this window to that window all the way to the blue beam spot. At least one connector needs to be controlling that, which means this connector needs to be used, I believe. Not necessarily, you can shoot it from this window to that window with a connector. But that connector, it needs to be getting the red beam in. And we cannot discount the red beam because the red beam's holding this door open. Unless I can... One second. Okay, bad example. Okay. Okay, the red beam is actually currently extremely optional. Okay. So now the jammer is free. Pressing this button, the button does not seem to have opened a barrier. But that's going to this. Right, the barrier, okay. So the blue beam holds both of these doors open, and on the other side, the button holds both doors open. And now I need this red to be hit, and I need this back one to be jammed, because there's no color for it. I jam it from this side. Too convenient, I guess. Wait, this button doesn't do anything anymore. No, it doesn't. Okay. If that button doesn't do anything anymore right now, then I can just connect this directly. What? That was super easy. Huh. I don't know if this was universally the case, but I think the Golden Gate puzzles were like relatively wild and complex. That was like shockingly straightforward. You could hear me being a little surprised when I went to each side, thinking like, wait, no, it really just opens all the doors. Oh. Oh, that solves that problem, huh? Oh. Huh. It's like I was repeatedly surprised throughout by how seemingly straightforward and easy the thing was. And then it just solved, so that was the end. Huh. Let's go back to the Green Island. Because this is the arbitrary order in which I did them in. How far away is this gate? I probably should just use the teleporters. I've not used them all game. The signs let you teleport and I keep just not doing anything about that. Oh, this is the gate. Yep. The prisoner. Red and blue. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Oh. Drill wall. This area looks pretty empty. Okay. Door opened by red. They specifically put a wall here to make it so that you can't shoot diagonally through whatever hole you drill with these lasers, I guess. Meowdy. Oh, there's our exit. And it's right next to a red one. So red beam gets here, puzzle over. Hello. Shoot a red beam into that. And we're golden. So this almost gives me access to the inverter. Oh yeah, it does. Just need to put it like there. And now I can grab it when I need to. Question is whether I need it in this direction or not at all. There's a jammer currently jamming that barrier, but you only get the jammer via maybe a red beam? This might come to here, it's hard to tell. But I guess I know the trick now. Go up. Yep, yep. It goes all the way to this. Okay, so yeah, if I get a red light onto that, then this door will open. And then that'll create an interesting problem where when I try to pick this up, it'll make that barrier close. Which will make it hard to get through. So we'll see if I can actually get it or not. If I'm getting a red laser all the way to there, then you'd think I wouldn't be that far from getting it to there. But I guess it's one more turn of a corner. So the struggle I'm seeing right now is that there is a blue beam, but this is an inverter. If I pick it up, I can go further inside. But I can't connect like this because it makes a blue beam. That part's kind of obvious. So, take the blue beam and turn it red, right? But then how do I get inside? Because this door needs a red beam. That's not really a big deal, no. I just switched the two devices. Yeah, because both things at the end of the process need a red beam. Yeah, good enough. Alright. Conundrum averted in that it was never real. So how's this gonna go? Yep, immediately locks me back in here. We've got a bit of a jammer problem. If I pick this up, I can jam the front door. Ooh. Oh, it lets me get you out of here. I forgot about this guy. Alright, so now this guy's out of here. Now I can move around on both sides. Yeah, we can't grab it. This is too zigzaggy to shoot through. But that might work. But only if you can redirect the jammer. Let's see, I got him out, so I guess if it, yeah, I could jam this. Because yeah, I was thinking I can't really get back to things. It looks like we just strand ourselves in there, because I did look at the jammer from the beginning and think like that looks impossible to reconcile. That seems to have been the case. Yep. Damn, I'm solving these in like 5 minutes each.
I just solved the second gold puzzle.
And so the student becomes the master.
I don't think I noticed that a green burst thing happens. That's surreal looking. Maybe they made easy gold puzzles for Yakut to make him feel good. Or maybe this third one's gonna be a nightmare. Teleporter. And here we are. The electric courier. Huh. Is that one vehicle thing gonna be back? The robot drone? Red and blue beams are both here. Let them go. What's up with these? Okay, so the other side of this is not closed. You might need a jammer from somewhere. There's a switch. Might just turn this side off. So I think we might have a teleporter in this level. If you're expected to teleport through that wall. If we're supposed to drill through here and then somehow flip that switch, the only thing that makes sense is that you put a teleporter on the other side of the drill hole. The only thing that makes sense to me, at least, so far. At a glance. And my lacking ability to memorize everything. Has the teleporter been in this DLC? Alright. Well, this guy's definitely here. Oh, we have a jammer. We can jam windows. Alright, so our goal is to get a blue here. Jam this. Not totally sure why I want to flip that switch to begin with. It probably turns this barrier off. It might just make the beam accessible going forward. Probably because of the mobility of... Yeah. Because I can only go like this deep. And I believe I can't see the drone from here, which means I can't power it to make it come out. So it just hangs out. Blue and red. Okay, so Jammer's not going to get out of here until this thing is unjammed. Or I use the drill. Not sure what to think about this. Oh, right. This trick doesn't work because I can't jam this from that side. I was like, why are they letting me get this out? That seems like it breaks the sequence of the puzzle. Is this my destination? So I want to get the drone all the way over here because it'll let me pick up an extra connector, which will open up the puzzle more. And probably, at that point, probably can just go straight to blue. Or something. The back corner here. I don't think I can quite get the angle to shoot the back of the wall from here. We'll see. But yeah, the driller does not solve the jammer problem because I can't jam the door from the other side because I can't go anywhere. This is probably where it goes at the end, where I'm shooting the blue beam from the background into like this corner. It might be possible just barely to get both, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I need the second connector to open up a lot of the stuff. There doesn't seem to have been a teleporter. I can only really drill here right now. Which more or less gives a straight line of sight to that, but I can't do that without a connector anyway, so it doesn't really simplify things. And I still can't see around the corner to the device. But it means I could put it like here, and it would see the laser source from there, and would be able to power that thing. So I just need the barrier to be gone. But I can't jump through a portal in this game. This is part of why I thought there'd be a teleporter, is because if I put a teleporter on the floor over there, then I can go flip the switch. Let's ignore the switch. Maybe it comes up later, but for now, I believe I've realized. They stopped me. I thought I figured it out. It did seem weird that it didn't involve the switch. But yeah, I was trying to do that, but they put a gate there to stop me from doing that. Because yeah, if I could jam through the hole to this barrier, then the laser would power the drone all the way over to here. And then we get that far at least, which is pretty far. In particular, I could then put the jammer back over on that gate, then take the laser back over here, and push it the rest of the way down that way from this angle, which is easy. And we'd be most of the way there at that point. Granted, once we were this deep, I don't know how I was supposed to get the beam to keep going, so that's a struggle. But yeah, if I can figure out how to get that door jammed, then I can just go from this angle. It just made so much sense that I'd be able to jam through this hole, but no. I'm completely blocked. It annoys me a little bit that if you make it low on the ground, you can't see anything. Yep, that wall and that spot make it so I can't see shit. So what am I accomplishing? It lets me... Yeah, what does the driller accomplish for me? I could bring stuff towards this direction, but not really, because I could just do that anyway. Like, if I want this to go in here, I just carry it in here. So the driller doesn't do that for me. The only thing on this side of the wall is the jammer, which is the specific thing I can't take out via the driller. Unless... There it is. You can cock it from that angle. It's not about dropping it on the outside and jamming it from that side, it's about dropping it from this side. Alright, so now is this... So now this side is permanently jammed. Okay, now we are cooking with oil. Ha 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 ha. It is going to disable the door, so I'll have to move it in a minute. But we'll be fine-ish. Okay, that's pretty far along. As I said before, I can then push it straight. Alright, that tree's meant to stop me at that point. But now, jam? Okay, so this is why we jammed this. So I can now do it from this angle. Okay, now it's basically there. But now there's a question of how I open the door. Which I might still have. If we use this window. Okay, one's a little harder. Okay, so from this back angle I can do it, but only because that wall is drilled. But the jammer needs to be on the window, and if I switch the jammer to the window, then I'm gonna be stuck outside because this door will close. I need it. I could maybe try to get the jammer back in through the wall here. No, they put a gate in the way. That makes the angle way too far for me to grab. Okay, I think I have an idea. This might not pan out. Let's see. Nope. Right, this one will never light up because the bear is in the way. Okay, so... maybe I can handle it remotely? Let's get it in there. Well, it's in there. Well, there's strategic trees that block it so that it stops at certain spots. So at least it means that it doesn't bounce back out, because it would try to pilot itself back out. This slightly frees my options, but I still need to be able to get in there and grab it. Okay, I think I need to restart, but this is good, I think. I think I realized the trick. It's the courier, because it needs to carry the jammer back through the door. I don't think you can fix this puzzle without starting over. Could be wrong. See, that doesn't do anything yet. Let's see. The first objective is to get the jammer out of here, right? So the struggle is you need to get the jammer out to do some things. You need to put the jammer back in to do more things. And the question is, how do you continue at that point? Where's the driller again? Oh, it's on top. It's on here, right? They put it on here to remind you it can carry stuff. Okay, so now we can jam you, flip the switch that it stays jammed, basically stays jammed. Put you on here. See, now it's pointing at the door, so it'll jam the door while it goes back in. It's the only way you can cross the threshold like this while still jamming something in this way. And now the door just stays open. Go, 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 go. And now I can pick this up. Jam this door. I am feeling pretty clever right now. I am enjoying the solution. Okay. Realizing what it was is good. Okay. So that's all dead to me now. Now I just need to use 2 lasers to connect blue. Right, I was fixated on this angle, but it's not really going to be this angle exactly. Because... never mind. I was gonna say because it's not red, but that's not really relevant. I still need to deal with the fact that I need to get the... be able to somehow shoot it back there. Unless you can do something like this. Using the driller, which would reincorporate the driller, which would be satisfying puzzle design, but... pretty sure there's just a solid-ass wall here for blue. To the point where it might be even reasonable to just use the same hole? Yeah, I think you just used the same hole and the same angle. There we go. Thank God for the icons that tell you whether or not you're in line of sight of stuff, because there's just moments like that where you're so far away, you just have to kind of jiggle in place. I'm like, I've reasoned out that this corner is accessible by both. I don't know if the exact same position exactly is, but something's usable here.
Oh, congratulations! Once upon a time, these golden gates hid a secret hope too painful to accept. Now they exist only to bring joy. I hope they have brought some joy to you too, Yakut.
A secret pain... A secret hope too painful to accept. Last time it was about saving Miranda, who had died. But I think the Golden Gates were also the Golden Stars, right? In the first game? And that was the true ending, essentially. Because the revelation was that Elohim had been intentionally making the simulation last forever. Whoa. Right, just was basic. Can I go to the middle anywhere? Oh, right, that's the spot. So yeah, the Elohim was running the simulation forever, and if you did what Elohim wanted, I think you would just loop again. You would like win. You would win the puzzle gauntlet, but ultimately just recreate everything, and it would just happen again, I think. Because he was intentionally running out the, he was intentionally extending the experiment because he didn't want to die. So I think that you needed to get all the gold stars to unlock the secret path that was hiding behind the main hub. And all of that led to the true ending where you actually reconcile with what's happening and ultimately get the chance to become a human and everything. I think that's what happened. Or it might have been that they all do that on some level, but that was how you, like, saved... I don't think that was how you saved Elohim, because, I think it was the Gehenna ending that was about... the Gehenna DLC was about dealing with all the, people who were left behind, including Elohim or something. I don't know. Man, it's been 10 years. 2014. It is wild thinking back, because it was the game that led to me playing so many puzzle games over the years. Like, I already knew I liked Portal and everything. I liked puzzle games. I didn't need to be convinced to like puzzle games, but I didn't think that they were good YouTube content. I thought people hated puzzle game content, because if you upload puzzle game content, all you get is people complaining about all the dumb things you're doing and how dumb you are, which is still kind of true to some extent. But it turns out that people do enjoy, like, the experience of watching that arc play out. So I tried Legend of Grimrock, which happened to have puzzles in it, and that's how I accidentally stumbled into all this. And then did Talos Principle to test out the waters of how much people liked it, and that led to The Witness, and that led to this becoming my full-time job, and that led to me covering puzzle games ever since. To a degree that is very unusual in its magnitude, except for people that only cover puzzle games, and those people are probably walkthrough channels and not content creators that are like commentating and so on in this way. Oopsie. What to do? Okay, so let's say I want to try doing something. What do I do? What do you feel like doing? I don't know. You can still join us if you want. Not sure. Melville gave me a big list of tasks that'll take me all over. Why don't you join me so we can check out a bit of everything? Okay. DM'd you the details. See you soon. It's subtle, but this DLC just ended with the death of irony. They had an insufferable 4chaner type person that has this ironic detachment and refusal to engage with things sincerely, and they were just sad and detached, and everybody was just like, "You're clearly unhappy. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are you like this?" Which is what it looks like from the outside in real life too. Like, it's a it's a state of mind that makes you feel really cool and smart because you're better than everyone, because you're not engaging with anything. But actually, you're just really embarrassing and cringe and sad, and everyone can see that you're hurting. But you're also so toxic that nobody actually wants to deal with you enough to actually address that. So you just end up being alone. And that person just overcame that arc, and it's not exactly attached to what I was doing, especially since I'm not 1K, so I don't think I'm broadcasting to everybody. Nor would they have that much reason to be invested in this journey. But it is noteworthy that in the feel-good chapter where you just hang out as this guy, and the stakes are people dating and people reconciling and people feeling good about themselves and doing stuff because they like it for the first time in this series and not because they have to or there's destiny and whatnot. It ends with the irony poison jackass actually starting to do something and being a person instead of being so self-defeating, having these structures that remove them from the surrounding world but make them feel safe, and that's why they actually do it. Let's check the thing just to be sure. Isle of the Blessed, 100%'s all the way down. Holy shit, this was pretty long for one of 3 chapters. We'll see how long the other ones are. I guess that is the summarizing thing about Talos Principle 2. It's really long. Takes a while.
So, did everyone have a good time?
It was pretty awesome. I actually enjoyed solving puzzles. They weren't as hard as I thought they would be.
The puzzles in the simulation were a lot harder.
Well, I'm glad the fate of humanity wasn't resting on my shoulders. I probably would have just been like, Elohim wants me to go through the magic door? Fine. Towers are overrated anyway. No offense, I know you made like 12 of them.
None taken.
I mean, they were very impressive. A little creepy. I thought one of them might fall on us. The one on the coast was really cool. Why am I still talking?
Do you think Bruce and Bean will get along?
Bruce loves other cats. I think he's the only cat that loves every cat he meets. Melville thinks there's something wrong with him.
You'll figure it out. Living together is a process. I think that's why our ancestors kept doing it, even when it wasn't, strictly speaking, necessary anymore.
So wise.
That was the entire point of the exhibition, wasn't it? Freedom from necessity. Doing things because they bring us joy, not because we have to. It's not suffering and misery that make us human. We were human despite these things, not because of them. And now we have a chance to be more human.
That's how I feel when I'm with you.
And that's why we created you. Not to serve a purpose, but just
to be.
Hey. It is interesting to realize that they essentially had a... They took the approach that some games have, where they have a DLC that comes afterwards. It's just like, I don't know, man, it's just a level pack. The stakes are gone. There's not like a GLaDOS 2 or something for you to be double scared of or something. Just as you want more puzzles, here's some more puzzles. But being Talos Principle, they did massively overthink it, and as a result, they've like built an entire philosophy around it, an entire surrounding like narrative just about the simple fact that this area had no purpose to it. Like it's a literal beach episode. Like in an anime, the definition of like filler arcs and most things, but they still gave it like character and narrative weight because of the fact that like this is the thing that was the point. Like we went through the last 2 games of stuff to earn this moment, essentially. The opportunity for things to not matter. Because everything mattered so much. It was the fate of humanity for so long. First, it was the fate of there being anything like a humanity, which I do debate the humanity-ness of the robots for a few reasons, but they're still like sentient or whatever. I'm only debating their humanity in terms of like, I don't know, man, are they Turians? Like, are they an alien? Not whether or not they're sentients or whatever. I don't know. That seems to check out. Yeah, very interesting approach. Also, the credits are going to be too long for how many thoughts I have, so I'm going to fast forward them and get to the next DLC.